guys, it's your favorite author, You Are Worthy, coming to you live in full effect with another episode of Single Life Chronicles. Thank you guys for your support. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend that we can be friends, that we should be friends, and tell them to come and join us for each week's episode. So tonight's episode was supposed to be about the Princess Zamunda. We're gonna shelf that because we're gonna talk about the Jamaican. Okay, so let's talk about this situation right here. So I go on a date with this guy. So I recently became single, right? All right, so I have been talking to this guy on and off. We're gonna talk about the dating scene throughout some of these episodes, but tonight we just going to get right into the story. So I have been talking to this guy for a couple weeks, hit or miss conversations, and we kept trying to get up, but I really wasn't interested, pressed, or whatever. And plus the conversation always had like a sexual undertone, right? And it's a little bit of a turn off to me early on when you're talking to someone. Okay, so we decide that we're gonna meet, and when we go to meet, right, we can't get together. So last minute we end up saying, hey, well, meet me at a restaurant. So I go to meet him, and he's like, well, meet me at this restaurant in Virginia Beach. I go to meet him at the restaurant, and I'm looking around for him, and I go to park my car. And when I go to park my car, I look at my phone to see if he had texted me, right? To see where he is, because I don't see him, at the door or anything like that. So I look at my phone. First red flag. I have a text message in my phone, and the text message says, can you wear some nice panties so I can smell them when you get here? What the hell? Okay, who does that? But okay, that was the first red flag. So I never seen the text message, but the text message was sent after he had asked me to come meet him, right? So I'm like, maybe you should just turn the hell around and go home. But I'm like, I'm already here. So I go into the restaurant, we get there, and as I'm walking in, I look up and he's walking behind me, like on some creep mode, you know what I'm saying? So we get into the restaurant, and we're sitting down, and we're talking or whatever. And as we're sitting there, we're talking, and we're just vibing, he orders a water, I order a water, you know what I'm saying? And the waiter just keeps coming back and forth, and it's like, he's not really trying to order anything to eat or anything to, drink or anything. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna order something. So I order appetizer, he orders something, and I order me a drink. And we're sitting there, and we're talking and just having a drink, just having a good conversation, right? And so as the night goes on, the waiter brings the check. So as the waiter brings the check, the waiter sits the check in front of him, as most people think gender roles are. He assumes that the guy is going to pay for the check, right? So I see the guy playing around with the check, and as he's playing around with the check, he ends up pulling the kiosk around to me. And as he pulls the kiosk around, the bill is probably about, I want to say possibly like $32, possibly, because probably like $32, because my portion of the meal was about $22. I had a $10 drink, maybe a $12 drink, and my appetizer was $10, right? And so it says, your server has split the check already. Okay, so I'm like, interesting. So first of all, I'm thinking to myself, like, if you wanted the check to be split, why wouldn't you at least pay for your portion of the bill? Number one, right? And damn, you invited me out, but you're not gonna pay for a $32 bill. But I'm cool with it. I can pay for my own bill. I can pay for my own food. So pull out my card, pay for my bill, right? No problem. Pay for my bill, and that's it. $22. Bet. So as I pay for my bill, I go and I'm like, he gets his money out, and it seems like he's a little upset about, having to pay his little $10. I don't say nothing though. So we walk to the cars, and he walks me to my car, and he opens the door. But wait a minute, let's rewind. He goes and he's talking about how he hasn't been in a relationship in quite some time, right? And he hasn't been intimate with anyone in a long time, okay? He says it's been over a year. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's up. Well, it hasn't been that long for me, you know what I'm saying? I just got out of a relationship in May, you know what I'm saying? And, it hasn't been that long for me, right? And so he's like, oh, well, he's like, well, I'm very picky. I said, well, even though you haven't been in a relationship that long, why haven't you been intimate with somebody? He said, well, I'm very picky. And I'm like, okay, I can appreciate that. I can understand why you would be very picky. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and plus I'm allergic to condoms. Red flag, flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play, flag on the play. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're allergic to all condoms? I mean, all condoms? All condoms. I said, you allergic to Bambi skins, giraffe skins, lion skins, dog skins? I mean, I'm just naming all type of stuff. I mean, medicated skins. I mean, skins. I mean, the doctor can't give you no type of condoms. He's like, man, I mean, well, technically I'm not necessarily allergic to condoms. I just don't like using them. Now, let me give y'all a backstory. We've been talking for a little while. He's only been in the U.S. 11 years. He has a 10-year-old son, okay? Y'all do the goddamn math. That means you've been stroking my dude as soon as your ass got off the plane, okay? You ain't picky, all right? So, I digress. Let's get back to the fact that we go to the car after we done paid the bill. Remember, he couldn't even pay my $22 bill, right? So, puts me in a car. He goes to get in his car, and he's like, you really look nice. I like the way that dress fitting you. I'm like, okay, thank you. Thanks for the conversation. It was nice. He said, man, I don't think I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight. I said, well, whatever. It's a little saying that my ex family used to say, because of, high sex drive, because they were from the islands. They used to say something about, call it white liver. So I said, oh, you must suffer from white liver, right? I just was being joking. He was like, what you know about that? I said, I know a little something about it or whatever. He was like, yeah, I got a little bit of that. I was like, oh, you'll be okay, right? So he said, well, he sends me a text as I go to, drive off. And he said, you should come over and help me go to sleep. I said, nah, I'm good. I'm going home, right? So as I get home, he keeps texting saying, you should come over, this, that, and the third, blah, 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 propositioning me. So I go into saying, I'm confused. If you are so picky, if you're so, so picky, and you are saying that you don't, you don't like to, just sleep with anyone. You just met me to, this is the first time you've ever met me before. Like, what would make you want to take me to your bed? You know what I'm saying? This ninja says he's attached to me. What the hell? Attached to what, bruh? Attached to who? Wait a minute. I thought the going rate was $40. You couldn't even pay $22.59 for an appetizer and a drink, and you think you're gonna get... First of all, let's rewind. He asked me for some drawers, y'all, to smell. Some drawers to smell. Some underwear to smell. Can we really talk about the fact that he asked me for some underwear to smell? We not gonna address the fact that he asked me for my underwear. Can y'all get that? Can y'all talk about that? Can we just unpack the fact that he asked me for some underwear? Because I need to process that. I really need some help to process that, you know, because I'm lost. I'm over here choking. Just thinking about it. My homeboy did not want to believe me. I'm trying to tell you. He literally asked me for my underwear to smell. Flag number 1. Number 2, you're allergic to condoms. Wait a minute, you're not allergic. You just don't want to wear them. Number 3, you're attached to me. Number 4, you can't afford to spend $22, $59, $69. I don't know. But it was your idea to go to this restaurant, right? And then we sitting up here going to act like we don't have this conversation. But you picky. How? How sway? Where they do that at? Is this why everybody's single nowadays? Huh? I thought we was out here asking for $40, huh? $40. I can't even get 22, 59, 69. A damn appetizer and a drink. Hell, I ain't even had to get the drink. I could have got the water and the appetizer. And then I ain't even tell y'all I split my damn appetizer with him. I couldn't even eat my damn appetizer. I gave him half of my appetizer. Ain't that some shit? He ate half of my goddamn appetizer. Listen. The whole dialogue after that, me checking him, I said, so, was me asking him, was it just about sex? Was it just, is that what he was looking for? Just be honest. Just be real. Why is it that, you know what I'm saying, you can't just be real and honest? Because if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you want, we definitely can, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be more open to you being honest about just that being what you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good with that. 100%. Why? Why not? You know what I'm saying? But no, that's not what I'm saying. I don't see why we can't get to know each other, why we can't, you know what I'm saying, like, and lead up to this. I'm like, bruh, nah, I'm good. You ain't gotta worry about that. Nah, like, this ain't what I'm, the vibe is gone. I can't do it. No. So, yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to come a little bit better. Like, if you're inviting somebody out on a date, if you are trying to get someone to see you for what you offer, you need to do better. You definitely need to do better with your engagement, with what you're looking for. Hold up. Actually, just establish what you want before you even get there. Okay? If you want her to pay for her own meal, let her know before she get there. I've actually seen that on people's profile. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we going out on a date, I'm not going to pay for the first meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to go Dutch. I'm cool with that. But I feel like we should be honest with each other, like, up front. If you broke, bruh, say you broke. Meet me at the park. Let's go have ice cream. Like, whatever we gonna do, whatever your pockets dictate, let's do what your pockets dictate. But don't invite me somewhere and you can't afford it, because $32 is crazy. Okay? But anyway, that's tonight's episode. I just got to give y'all a little snippet because, baby, it was way more than that. But I hope y'all like it. As always, you may be bruised but never broken. I definitely appreciate you guys rocking with your girl. It's always love. Remember, it's Joe. She got the juice.